Simply. When you got a GM like the Philadelphia Eagles got, you could wake up and you could sing. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I'm the best reporting on the Eagles. Let's talk about it. Listen, y'all been doing y'all thing with these truckers too, man. Y'all been doing your thing with the truckers, man. Fit right on top, real soft. You know what I'm saying? Real soft on top of the head type situation, man. Big Print Champs in the building, tapping with Print Champs, man. The link will be in this video. Go get your trucker. Howie Roseman is doing his job. You know, all the little cockroaches from other fan bases within this division. When we lost Hargrave, a lot of smiling, a lot of laughter. We lost TJ Edwards. Then, Slay is about to this. We was going to lose BG. We was going to lose Fletcher. We were supposed to lose everybody under the sun. And it looks like the team is about to be damn near identical. Cilio is one of the cockroaches. He got clowned on Twitter. He been getting clowned. The roster is damn near identical. Everybody, y'all got a lot of wheels. Y'all don't have Howie Roseman. You don't have Howie Roseman. The Colvin Bryant, what up? What up? Troy said, Kevo the Prince, what up? They can't stop me, what up? Y'all don't got Howie Roseman. The greatest GM in the National Football League probably for the last 5 years. Howie Roseman. Hands down Howie Roseman. Hands down Howie Roseman. And Howie we trust. Trust the process. Trust the process. I talked about this in my last video. I was like, it's a good chance Slay comes back. A couple hours later, I done went to sleep, woke back up, Slay back. Slay back. I done fell asleep, woke back up, Slay back. So you retained Slay and Bradbury. You retained it. Gardner Johnson, please. Gardner Johnson, please be next. Please be next. Because if you can retain all of these pieces in the secondary, your offense already locked up. If you can retain all of these pieces, you're going back to the NFC Championship game. You're going back to the NFC Championship game. I have not a doubt in my mind you're going back there. King Silas, what up, bro? What's good, bro? It's been a minute since I called a lunchtime with the bullies. You already know, man. Shout out to you. If you can retain Gardner Johnson, you're going back to the NFC Championship game. Fletcher Cox coming back was huge. It was huge. It was huge. I'd rather take a young Weatherspoon than Slay, bro. I mean, that's what you'd rather do. Who's to say we still not going to take Weatherspoon? Who's to say we still not going to do it? You got to understand, when you got a Super Bowl window, yeah, it's cool to have some young guys that you could plug and play. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. It's cool to have some young guys that you could plug and play. You know what I mean? That you can get some adequate playing time out of. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you need some veterans, man. How you feeling, LB? Enjoy your day. I appreciate that. I'm going to tell you why it was important to bring Slay back this year. Because you need your secondary to be solid. You need your secondary to be seasoned. Because you're going to have a young Nakobe Dean with that green dot on this year. Jordan Davis is going to be heavily relied upon. You need that secondary to be established. I would love to see the secondary back together under new management. You know what I'm saying? Under a new coordinator. I would love to see what the secondary could do with a coordinator who ain't scared. So, of course, I want the secondary back. I would love to see what the secondary could do. You know what I'm saying? And you need this secondary back because you got to look at the roster. Not look at the roster. Look at the opponents coming up this year. You need this veteran secondary back. You play the Bills. You play the Chiefs. You play San Fran. Of course, you play the NFC East. They all dog water. We're going to talk about them in a minute. You know what I mean? You play some hitters. You play some hitters this year. You play some of the best. I think you play the Jets this year. A-Rod over there now. You play some of the best. You need this thing to be right. You need this thing to be right. You need your secondary to be good. You don't need a rookie quarterback coming in and having to learn, a rookie cornerback coming in and having to learn on the fly. I would still draft a cornerback. I would still draft a cornerback. You know what I'm saying? I would still draft a cornerback. Take that. Take that dollar home improvements. You know what I mean? I would still draft a cornerback because it's important that you get that done at some point. Bradbury going to be here the next 3. Bradbury going to be here the next 3. You know what I'm saying? The next, I think our cornerback tandem going to be even better. I think our cornerback tandem going to be even better. You know what I'm saying? Now it's you got to get Gardner Johnson back. I think that's the icing on the cake. Tyree Eagler, man, thank you for the super chat. Sign CJ, draft Witherspoon as a safety. I'm not drafting him as a safety. I'm drafting him as a cornerback. I'm drafting him as a cornerback. I believe we still may go for Christian, especially if Slay on a 1-year deal. But now, honestly, I kind of want one of those running backs to overload our offense. This can go any way, man. Right now, whoever you sign right now at this point, and you got to understand something, man. These veterans talk. So the more veterans that you have, the more returning guys that you have, you know what I mean, the more chance you get to get a guy like Bobby Wagner, who Bradbury and Slay and Cox and all of them dudes and Graham, they could talk to him. Reddick, you know what I'm saying? These players got pull. These players got pull. They got the same pull. Listen, Howie Roseman is a master at building relationships and making sure you take care of people. That's the only way you get these guys back in the building like this. The only way, man. The only way you get guys back in the building like this. Because your GM is a people person. He respects the players and he keeps his word to these guys. It's the only way. The only way. You know what I mean? And Howie Roseman is by far the greatest GM in the National Football League, man. Come on, we can go down his resume. We can go down his resume, man. We can go down his resume. Drafting good talent is only a small part of getting to where you got to get to. Drafting well is only a small part of it. A small piece of the puzzle. Drafting well. Yeah, you need to do it at some point if you want to have a successful run at things. You need to have some draft picks step up. But if you can, hold on, I'm trying to plug this in. But if you can make your mark, you know what I'm saying? If you can make your mark in free agency, get some players that's already proven, like Hassan Reddick is already proven. Like we all should know Hassan Reddick's body of work, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. We all should know Hassan Reddick's body of work. I mean, I did. Everybody else wanted to act like they didn't know who Hassan Reddick was or what he was capable of doing. But Hassan Reddick is proven. Y'all cool with letting Slay walk and bringing back Weatherspoon. What has Weatherspoon showed you? Now, listen, I like the potential. I take Levante David next at linebacker. I think Levante David went back to Tampa Bay. I think he went back to Tampa Bay. But it's like, what has he shown you? You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking no rookie cornerback in this year's draft over Slay. That's ridiculous. That's ludicrous. Slay's proven to do this at this level. He's proven to do this at this level. Proven to do this at this level. So Slay coming back is just as big as Fletcher coming back, just as big as Graham coming back. But this the difference, man. Guys are taking the same money or less money to continue to build something. Continue to build something. Continue to build something. Slay is old, though. Who cares if he old? He was old last year, right? He was old last year, right? Come on, man. You want somebody young to get burnt? Or you want somebody old with experience? Let me tell you something about young cornerbacks when they get burnt. They get inside their head. They start, you know, they done. They done. Everybody ain't Sauce Gardner, dog. Everybody ain't Sauce Gardner. Everybody ain't Sauce Gardner. Everybody ain't Patrick Surtain. You know how many cornerbacks get drafted in the first round and be buns? I'd rather draft somebody and let them sit behind Slay and them guys. Let them get them reps that Josiah Scott was getting. You know what I'm saying? Because some other guys that's supposed to be doing it, they ain't panning out. Slay will play with an extra chip on his shoulder this season. Yeah, because he's trying to get it back somewhere. People need to stop looking at age of the players and look at the game. What does his game tell you? Slay is a dog. Exactly. That's what it tell you. I don't hear nobody complaining about Brandon Graham or Fletcher Cox being old. I don't hear nobody complaining about that. Both of them, Brandon Graham had 11 sacks. Fletcher Cox had 7. They old. They two of the longest tenured Eagles. Probably the most too long. Yeah, yeah. They real old. Real old. Accounted for 18 sacks between the two of them. Come on, man. Slay was locked down. Slay was locked down. Every cornerback give up plays. Every cornerback give up plays. LB, why they get rid of Zeke, but not the interception machine? Because the interception machine got a no trade clause. I heard he got a no trade clause or something like that. But this is the thing, and this was also my thing. I was heavily criticized on Twitter about wanting Ezekiel Elliott. In the Philadelphia Eagles uniform, wanting Ezekiel Elliott. Cool, Eagle, thank you for the super chat. I agree, LB. In the passing league, in our schedule, we need Slay like 2 months ago. Still not happy with his second half performance, but that's another discussion. Salute. Yeah, you got to look at the schedule, man. You got to look at the schedule. 32 is old for a cornerback. I don't care. I don't care. I do not care what you say. Y'all acting like he like Scandrick. Slay just made the Pro Bowl last year and the year before that. He made the Pro Bowl last year and the year before that. Give me Slay. Give me Slay back. Y'all not saying Stephon Gilmore old. Y'all not saying that. You know what I mean? We got to stop riding with the stigmas and the labels that they putting on people. Right now, this is what the Cowboys fans will tell you right now. Ezekiel Elliott is washed up. Trash, washed up, trash. Somebody give me Zeke's stat line. Somebody give me Zeke's stat line in a split backfield this year. The Cowboys fans will tell you Zeke trash. They'll tell you everything to deflect that the quarterback was the reason why they didn't get to where they wanted to get to. I would take Ezekiel Elliott in a heartbeat. Let me ask you this right now. I know y'all don't want no part of Zeke because y'all can't fathom where he came from. Y'all got to get that out y'all head. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all this one thing about Zeke. Somebody going to pick him up. Somebody going to pick Zeke up. Y'all acting like Zeke about to just be out of here like Jay Ajayi. Zeke is going to be on somebody's team. 231 attempts, 872 rushing yards, 12 touchdowns. That's Ezekiel Elliott's stat line and a split backfield as mainly the power back short yardage option. Y'all killing me with the Zeke washed. Zeke is like, what, 26? Zeke like 26? The Cowboys fans are going to try to get y'all to say, they're going to try to get y'all on board with them. Zeke wash. They want y'all to think, they want the world to think they're making the best move by, franchise tagging Tony Pollard instead of Zeke. Now I'm going to ask the Eagles fans this, though. Zeke 27, I'm going to ask the Eagles fans this, though. If Zeke came to the Eagles today, would he be RB1 or not? If Zeke came to the Philadelphia Eagles today, Miles Sanders is in Carolina. If Zeke came to the Eagles today, will he be the best running back on the roster or not? Absolutely. 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 Do you understand? Listen. You got to look at football from a different perspective sometimes. It's not just about Zeke. It's about Zeke being the best blocking running back from day one if he came to the Eagles. It's about the threat of Zeke and Jalen Hurts on a read option in an RPO game with the Eagles. It's about Zeke doing more damage in the passing game than every running back on our roster probably. As a power back, you got to look at it from a different perspective. Zeke behind Landon Dickerson, Jordan Mailata, Zeke behind Jason Kelsey, Zeke behind whoever the guard going to be, Lane Johnson. You got to look at it from a different perspective. You got to look at it differently. Y'all, the same guys who tell me they want no parts of Zeke screaming for Trey Sherman, who couldn't even earn roster time. Zeke got paid and hasn't been the same since. That's the cap. What happened was the Dallas Cowboys took the ball out of Zeke's hand. They wanted to be a passing team. Come on, man. Listen, Ezekiel Elliott will have a career resurgence behind the field. Respect will be put back on his name. Ezekiel Elliott is the most consistent Dallas Cowboy since 2016. He's way more consistent than Dak Prescott. Nobody feared nobody on that roster except Zeke and that offensive line for the first 3 years. Nobody feared them other dudes, the passing game. Stop this with the Zeke nonsense, man. Bring Zeke over here behind that line. A career resurgence year. A career resurgence year. As much as I love Miles Sanders ain't break no tackles. Miles Sanders didn't physically impose his will on defenses. Miles Sanders was pretty. He was twinkle toes. Zeke is running through people. Zeke is running through people. Joe, what up? Joe, Philly the podcast in the building. I would welcome Zeke over here behind this offensive line with open arms. Open arms. Open arms. I know the damage that'll be done. I know the damage that'll be done. I know the damage that'll be done behind this. Listen, I'm excited about Rashad Penny. Averaging 6 yards a carry before he got hurt. I'm excited about him. You don't want to know why I'm excited about? Listen, the Eagles are paying $4.5 million, I believe, for every run for Boston Scott, for Rashad Penny, and Kenneth Gainwell. $4.5 million for our first, second, and third string running back right now. Silverback, thank you for the super chat. What did Pollard just get franchise tag for? $10 million? They do bad business over there, man. On that side of the division, they do bad business over there. Bad business. Bad business. Niners all day. Why are 49ers fans in here, bro? We beat y'all in the NFC Championship game. Y'all need to get over it. Y'all need to get over it. You want to come over and tell me we got Javon Hargrave from y'all? Okay, cool. Good for y'all. Hargrave a dog. I ain't mad at it. But you already had a bunch of dogs. Who's your quarterback? Howie the GOAT, but we got to secure you got to secure CJ. You got to secure CJ. If Howie Roseman secures CJ Gardner-Johnson, then this would just submit. It would submit another offseason. Oh, before the draft. Before the draft, this submits a great offseason already. Before the draft, Howie Roseman has put his stamp on his offseason like he did last year. If he bring back Bradbury, Slay, and Gardner-Johnson, come on, bro. Nobody thought that was going to happen. So let me get this right. The division is laughing at us because we lost TJ Edwards. He was good, but it's TJ Edwards. Yeah, you lost Hargrave, but it's TJ Edwards and Hargrave? And we should feel like something's supposed to change with us? Both cornerbacks back. If he get Gardner-Johnson, bro, the defense is cool. I'm comfortable with Nakobe Dean. I'm comfortable with you making another splash for another dude for 1 year in the linebacking room. I'm comfortable with it. Oh, we lost Epps too, but it's Epps. It's Epps. It's Epps. It's Epps. Y'all acting like we lost Ed Reed and Ray Lewis. Stop it. Stop it. I respect Epps. I respect TJ Edwards, but they can be replaced. They can be replaced. It would have been harder to replace your secondary if you'd have lost Bradbury and Slay, which was a possibility. I'm comfortable with Blankenship. I'm comfortable with Milton Williams being more involved in the rotation. I honestly, in the depth chart, I think Milton Williams is ahead of Jordan Davis to me in the depth chart. That's how comfortable I am. I'm comfortable with Jordan Davis getting more snaps. I'm ecstatic that Fletcher Cox is back. Are you kidding me? Brandon Graham back. So let me get this straight. We had 4 dudes. How many dudes we had with 10 sacks? We had 4 dudes. We had Sweat, 10 or more sacks. Sweat, BG, Hassan Reddick, and Hargrave. 3 of them came back. 3 of them still on the roster. D-Lo, what up? 3 of the 4 dudes that had 10-plus sacks for the Philadelphia Eagles are still on the roster. We ain't lose no edge rusher. We ain't lose no edge rusher. Who that? My guy, Anthony Arthur, man. Thank you for the, welcome to Bully Land. Silverback 2.0, man. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Just a late super tag. You already know, man. I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable, man. I'm comfortable. I'm sitting in my truck with my hurt season trucker hat. I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable. Somebody on Twitter gonna tell me, a Cowboys fan, of course, we about to get OBJ and we about to draft a running back. Y'all better catch up. We about to get OBJ. We about to draft a running back. Y'all better catch up. This how delusional these guys are, man. Odell Beckham Jr. ain't playing a year. Number one, Odell Beckham Jr. ain't playing a year. Number two, we just went to the Super Bowl and are bringing back the identical squad with an upgraded defensive coordinator coach. We bring him damn near the squad is identical. The squad that just won the Super Bowl is damn near identical. And we need to catch up. We was already better than y'all. And we remained the same. And I think we're going to get better because we ain't done. We need to catch up. We need to catch up. Y'all got 150 Cowboys content creators, and none of them could tell y'all what it feel like to be in an NFC Championship game as a content creator. Because last time it happened for them, YouTube wasn't invented. They wasn't here. They wasn't here. They wasn't here. Out of my 6 seasons doing this, I got 2 seasons talking about reporting on the Super Bowl while my team in it. I done went from waves. I done went from waves to a part on the side to locks. They still ain't been in the Super Bowl or an NFC Championship game. But we need to catch up. Jalen Hurts, the best quarterback in the National Football Conference. In the NFC. Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFC. Aaron Rodgers gone. Who over here? Who over here? Cousins, Carr, Dak? Cousins, Carr, and Dak? Come on, man. But we need to catch up. Cousins, Carr, and Dak. We should be in a lot of Super Bowls. A lot of Super Bowls. Nikolai G, thank you for the super chat. Everybody talking like how we didn't have replacements from last year. I like the squad coming back, but could use Wagner, some new blood. I agree. They out here talking to us. We need to catch up when it's Cousins, Carr, and Dak out here running amok. They all bums. Bums. Carr just lost his job. Cousins. Come on. Dak Prescott just led the league in picks. Here go my top 5 quarterbacks in the NFC. My top 5 quarterbacks, of course, number 1 is Jalen Hurts. Duh. Jalen Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFC. If you don't like it, whatever, when you see me, tell me you don't like it. It's just the facts. At number 2, I'm going to go with Geno Smith. Geno Smith at number 2. Number 3, I'm gonna go with Jared Goff. Jared Goff is number 3 for me. Number 4, I'm gonna go with Kirk Cousins. I'm gonna go with Kirk Cousins at number 4. And number 5, I might got to give it to Carr. No, number 5, I'm gonna go with Stafford at number 5. I'm gonna go with Stafford at number 5. I don't believe Dak Prescott is a top 5 quarterback in this conference. He just led the league in picks. I'm going to go with Stafford at number 5. Murray, I just don't think Murray is good. I don't think Murray is good. Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets. In case you've been living under a rock. Or that's where you're going, whatever it is. But I don't think Dak Prescott is a top 5 quarterback. I don't. And I know my ops watching. I know they watching. They're going to go on Twitter. A live stream, all you talk about is Dak Prescott. I don't care, bruh. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Hurt season. Goofy. We not worrying about them, man. We need to catch up. We in a great spot. A great spot. General JD, thank you for the super chat. Dean getting game from Wagner, make him great. Exactly. The Commanders just signed Jacoby Brissett. Jacoby Brissett. They got Sam Howell and Jacoby Brissett. Again, I'm going to read my list. Jalen Hurts, number 1. Geno Smith, number 2. Who I had 3? Was it Goff? Goff, I'm going to put at number 3. Number 4, who I had at number 4? I forgot that quick. Stafford at number 4. And I think I went Carr at 5. These guys, LB, you're in your bag today. Come on, man. You know what time it is. You already know what time it is. These guys got Jacoby Brissett and what's Sam Howell? The Commanders. Jacoby Brissett and Sam Howell. I'm going to tell y'all the truth about the NFC East. None of them got nothing that should be happy about. None of them. None of them. Now, y'all know Daniel Jones buns. Y'all know this, right? They trying to push the narrative in New York, though. Y'all know Daniel Jones is ballpoint buns. Ballpoint buns. He just got 40 mil. Trash. Trash. Y'all know Daniel Jones trash, right? We ain't even, come on. Don, what up? Y'all know Daniel Jones trash. Trash. I can't even emphasize it enough. Y'all know Daniel Jones trash. And remember that R word that we talked about so much? Everybody like to tell us about the R word so much. Remember that R word we talked about so much when Carson Wentz was looking shaky? Regress. Dak Prescott has regressed. Let me look y'all in the eyes. Dak Prescott has regressed, ladies and gentlemen. He's regressed. Regression. Regression. Dak Prescott has regressed. Just led the league in picks. He going into his 8th year, y'all. 8th year. Just led the league in picks. He's regressed. Remember the R word? Every Carson Wentz regressed. Dak Prescott has regressed. He got his offensive coordinator fired. He got that man, he got Kellen Moore fired. Fired. The Cowboys community are so hypocritical, it makes my stomach hurt. Because when Kellen Moore got the job, they called him a boy genius. Cool, Ingle, thank you for the super chat. The Giants screwed themselves with their contract, straight butter buns. I'm not afraid of nobody. But yeah, they called him a boy genius. Kellen Moore, designing plays. Kellen Moore, a boy genius. Then when Dak started throwing in interceptions, too many option routes. They acting like Dak don't know the playbook now. All the excuses that they make. They called Kellen Moore a genius when he first got there. Now it's all his fault that Dak regressed. Now it's Zeke's fault. He lost a step. It's everybody's fault except for Dak. And this year ain't going to be no different. Who Dak going to get fired this year? Zeke or D. Henry? I want D. Henry. You crazy? Come on. I got all the receipts. Y'all remember that? You could Google boy genius on Twitter. I bet you it's a bunch of them Dallas Cowboys content creators and fans. Kellen Moore, boy genius, boy genius. Nobody talked about Kellen Moore when they beat up on the 95,000-year-old Brady and the Bucks. Nobody talked about Kellen Moore's inability to call plays. Then, you know what happened though? They ran into the 49ers. And the 49ers make everybody play a different game. And that got exposed. And they blame Kellen Moore. Now all of a sudden, a team the year before who had a 1,000-yard receiver, 1,000-yard rusher, 4,000 passing yard guy, a running back with 10 touchdowns, a guy with 10 sacks, a guy with 10 interceptions. Now all of a sudden, he need more weapons. He need more weapons. They so pathetic over there. Jalen Hurts got this, that. Dak had that for years and still never got it done. You gave Jalen a little bit of help one year. Where you go? Where you end up at? Arizona with a patch on your chest. Yeah, we ain't finished the job, but we know where we ended up at. We know where we ended up at. Regress Scott. What do you call him? Regress Scott. Dak Regress Scott. I like that. That got exposed by Sam Howell. Yeah, he did. Regress Scott. Garbage, man. Them boys garbage over there. Make excuses. Who they try to blame? They try to blame Noah Brown. They blame everybody but Dak Prescott. The ball left out of his hand. How ain't none of it his fault? How ain't none of it his fault? Mansa Musa, what up? You know what I'm saying? We ain't playing them games. LB, who? What young player you looking to take the next jump? Justin Fields, man. I think Justin Fields is going to take a jump. It ain't going to be Jalen Hurts like, but I think he's going to take a jump. I think Fields is definitely going to take a jump. I think Lawrence could go to another level too. I think Lawrence could go to another level too. Rain regress Scott. Come on, man. That's what we calling him now, y'all. Regress Scott. Hashtag regress Scott. Gonzalez at 10, I'll take that. I'll take that all day. Where y'all Dak lovers at? Tucking balls. Come on, man. I mean, I have nothing. There's nothing wrong with supporting your quarterback. There's nothing wrong, but making excuses for poor play is what I don't do. Listen, man, listen. I'm a military guy, man. I'm a military guy. I don't make excuses for nothing. It's even before I got into the military. I don't make excuses for nothing. Nothing. If you down on your luck and you need some money, I see disabled people working at Walmart. Go work at Walmart then. Go work at Walmart. If you're down on your luck, people be having jobs where you can stock shelves at night. I don't make it. It's always a way. It's always a way. That's how I view life. That's how I view life. Nobody told Dak Prescott to throw the ball. Kellen Moore running all these option routes. All these option routes. Don't y'all practice them option routes? So if y'all practicing these option routes during the week, shouldn't y'all be better at them with an 8-year quarterback? You know? Don't make no sense. But y'all know who got the best quarterback in the division. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What do you say? What do teams before 10 in the draft? Will Carter drop? I don't know if Carter gonna drop. He ain't getting no time. I heard he pled no contest. I don't think he's not gonna serve any time. But I heard he came to his pro day overweight, looking slow and sluggish. I mean, he went through a trial. Like, you know, everybody was posting his mugshot everywhere. He probably went into slight depression. LB, would you sign to be a Jalen Hurts new? Would I sign to be Jalen Hurts' new backup? No, because I can't help y'all if he go down. What can I do? What can I do? Just bring him his protein shake every day? There's nothing I could do for the team if they go down. I could do a QB sneak though. I mean, I'm bigger than him. I'm 6'4". You know what I'm saying? Like 250. I can move the pile. You know what I'm saying? I can move the pile. Well, I'll get you 1 yards. Yeah, but that minute I get hit one too many times too hard, we got to put the gloves on. I'm a civilian. Should Eagles acquire Zeke? Would that be cool or not? I would love it. I would love Ezekiel Elliott to come play for the Philadelphia Eagles. I would love it. I could throw. I could put it in the air like 50 yards, 50, 55, 60 yards downfield. I could do that. It ain't gonna be accurate though. An option route is on the wide receiver and QB connection. That's what I'm saying. They both are supposed to see the same thing at the same time. That is practiced over and over and over again. Dak is hot trash. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They're supposed to see the same thing at the same time and know what run. No. That's what I'm saying. Just say Dak ain't cerebral enough because everybody talked. Remember this season? They was talking about the pre-snap motion that Dak Prescott, that, oh, he's so cerebral. They was saying he was like Peyton Manning, yo. They was saying that Dak regress Scott was Peyton Manning, like at the line of scrimmage. At the line of scrimmage. They was saying all of this. He go up there, kill, sell a bunch of this stuff, pointing around. Oh, he's so cerebral. Then it'd be a pick. He was audible in the picks. That was this season. They were saying, oh, so cerebral at the line of scrimmage. Come on, bro. Leading the league in picks after missing 5 games straight is nasty work. Nasty work. I still don't understand why Nicole be dropped in the draft. Hey, he dropped right into our lap. That's all that matter. Let Jalen Carter be there at 10. They were saying that. Find me the articles and at me on Twitter at @Lord_Brunson. At me on Twitter. Find me in articles. I'm going to make a movie on Twitter today. Who would you want on the 10th pick? I want like, you know, I want a cornerback or the best player that dropped. You don't need a wide receiver. It's a lot of stuff you don't need. You know what I mean? But I'd definitely take a cornerback. Definitely. I would definitely take a cornerback. If one of them quarterbacks are still available and somebody want to trade up with you so they can grab like one of them quarterbacks, like I can see the kid from Florida being there still. Southside game and act like Dak was the only QB to have option routes. Right. Acting like option routes just came into play this year. Come on, bro. And then these guys, man, I swear to God, man. I swear, man. These guys watch a little bit of film and they think they Vince Lombardi. They watch a little bit of film. Man, and they think that they really know what's going on. When in fact, if you ever did anything contact sport-wise, you know the interception go on the quarterback, no matter how you slice the pie. Who will be our third at wide receiver? That's still up for grabs. I want a slot guy though. I really want like a shifty Cole Beasley type of guy. You know what I mean? I want to bring in Zeke. That way Gainwell could start getting some reps at the slot because Gainwell could catch. The way they hyped up T.Y., ridiculous. The same way they going to hype up Gilmore. I still think Gilmore got stuff in the tank though. You ain't getting Elijah Moore if A-Rod go over there. Thielen too slow to play the slot, in my opinion. Could Eagles get OBJ if they really wanted to? I think OBJ want an extension. I don't want OBJ. We got a dominant guy. OBJ is one of those players like an alpha. He gonna want the ball. I don't want him. If you get Elijah Moore from the Jets, that's ridiculous. But that's another wide receiver you're going to end up having to pay. I mean, I ain't mad at Adam Thielen, but it's like, can Adam Thielen stretch the field from the slot the way that Quez Watkins did? He probably can. Hartman, I like the idea of Hartman. You know what I'm saying? I definitely do. Sideline adjustments, man. Thank you for the super chat. He said, "Who you want at 10? Is Bijan out? Bijan out of the question?" I think 10 is a little too high, man. 10 is too high for a running back. I'm not taking him there. If you're there at 30, that's different. But 10 is too high for me. I'm not taking no running back. Robbie Anderson. I don't want Robbie Anderson. We got a slot guy, the guy that returned kicks for us. Are you talking about Covey? It ain't Covey. I think you're talking about the other guy. Rashad Penny's numbers were ridiculous. He was averaging 6 yards a carry. So yeah, I'm excited to see what Rashad Penny do. Dan Cilio says Slade not a man corner, but Slade known for man coverage. Dude don't know what he be talking about, man. He doesn't know what he be talking about, man. He never knows what he's talking about, man. I wish he just stopped speaking on my team so I could just stop hearing his name for real. He never knows what he's talking about, man. He got issues, man. He got issues with attention. He don't know what he's talking about, man. What happened to the... Oh, you talking about Devin Allen. I don't think he made the roster. LB, how I feel about our division? They trash. We're going to win the division again. Dak Prescott led the league in picks. Sam Howell. Come on, bro. He riding high off beating the league leader in picks in one game. And Daniel Jones just got $40 million. That's how I feel about the division. Trash. Are you talking about Covey? I mean, Covey need to learn how to protect himself, man, because Covey was taking some hellacious hits on them returns last year. Hellacious hits. You know what I'm saying? But, yo, we're going to wrap it up. Lunchtime with the Bullies. Official video coming later. Hopefully, we get that Gardner Johnson news today. I'm speaking into existence. Shout out to all of y'all, all 799 of y'all in the building. Don't forget to subscribe algorithm to your favorite content creators to spread the message all throughout YouTube. And also, go to the Print Champs, get your 22 Bird shirt, get your Hurt Season hats, get your LB stuff, all of that good stuff, man. Shout out to y'all. Y'all know how we carrying it, man. Gardner Johnson will be an Eagle in less than 24 hours. I got a feeling today, man. Let me know.